Okay, third time's the charm. Today, I was terminated from my job. I put the little email that I got today over time theft. Now, what is time theft, you might be asking? Basically, my productivity charts were in the red for the last week. And without really any warning or notice, I was let go. I jumped into a meeting with my manager and the department manager and someone from HR, very obviously. And they just said, yeah, you're out. Your termination is effective immediately. Now, obviously, it's been a few hours, but I've been panicking and mass applying to jobs wherever I can find them and seeing what lands. Quite honestly, trying to find jobs that will support you on a month to month basis is really hard because that requires a full time job. My feelings are kind of mixed right now. I'm partially upset, 3 times as much angry, pissed off, because I was expecting this to be coming and I really didn't do anything to prepare for that. I was expecting it to come as news that I would be let go, but I honestly thought I had a little bit more time to work with it. Because I was applying for other jobs, but I haven't heard anything, and I'm like, well, not really a big deal, but I will keep my eyes out in the meantime. And now here we are, and I have to mass apply to a bunch of jobs just to see what I can get to help me living here, living under a roof. So, the whole point I'm trying to make this video is I'm honestly kind of done. This is my third job that I've had. This is the longest job that I've had, full time. But regardless, all of the previous full time jobs I had lasted about a year, and every time they terminated me because of productivity. And I am starting to get sick of productivity in the workforce because we all know what jobs require you to be there almost 24/7. Doctors, nurses, jobs like that. But paramedics, EMTs, right? Firefighters. But when it comes to things that don't really matter, like a project manager, which I was, your workflow is just going to go up and down and you can't control it. And it shouldn't be the employee's responsibility to say, I need more work. That should just be given to you on a day by day basis. Whether I work that is up to me or not. And I was really aware of that because I was in every day. I was working every day. Work wasn't really all that busy. But once productivity started being a thing, which by the way, it was a very new thing for about a year, immediately I started getting looked at saying, your numbers are in the red. Is there work you're not doing? And again, I always directed them towards a tracking sheet in which I laid things out, I put things there, and a year later, lo and behold, hey, you're still in the red. So guess what? Goodbye. And what makes it even worse, especially right around this time, last Friday, I was told I was going to need to move to a different team to help out another team because they were swamped with work. I was like, cool, put me in. Monday comes, nothing happens. Okay, not a big deal. Tuesday, nothing. 3 hours into my shift, hey, Nick, you need to jump into this call. You're gone. And that was it. So, you expect me to go into this team to help them out because they're swamped with work, but then because they're also down on team members, but then you come by and you let me go because my productivity numbers are in the red. Isn't that supposed to help me out? Again, whatever. Job was $16 an hour. It wasn't going to support my cost of living anyway, because honestly, inflation, our cost of living is pretty high right now. So I've been applying to some jobs that are $20 an hour, which is fine by me, because I was doing okay with $16 an hour. But the thing that I'm most worried about, because this happened with this job, before I got this job, I was in it, unemployed for a year and a half without really anything to do. And I'm in this position again, and I'm worried, is it going to take another year and a half? I'm not even going to last a month. So I now have to take matters into my own hands and try and reach out to whoever I can to see what they can do to help me out as far as employment, which is why I'm making this video. So, if anyone in the Salt Lake City, Utah area happens to find this video or knows someone that lives in this area and is able to help out, I would greatly appreciate it if you reached out to my business email, which is in my channel description. I will also link it down below so that way you guys can reach out there for easier access. And then we can go from there. My resume is at the ready. I can give you all of the list of things that I've done in the last 12 years, because I know a resume, you're supposed to just put your top things. I've done a lot of different things in the last 12 years. But quite honestly, I'm just kind of sick of looking for jobs that I'm only going to hold for another year and then be let go because of productivity. So until I find something, I'm just going to start making content on the channel again and hope that that works out in my favor. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows, but I have to do something because I'm not just going to be some other number. 3 videos a day, 3 shorts a day. Well, actually, no, Monday through Saturday. I will do Monday through Saturday, 3 uploads a day. Technically 6, since 3 of them are short content. And I'll be starting on Monday because, let's be honest, I need to start looking for jobs for the rest of the week. The way companies just like to nickel and dime productivity out of you when productivity is at an all-time low since the 70s. Why expect your employees to work 8 hours a day if all you're going to do is just give them tasks, when the alternative method is way better of just giving them tasks and letting them go home for the day. And if they want to stay extra, they can do extracurricular activities for overtime if they so choose. But no, we have to work 8 hours a day, and in some parts 80 hours a week just to support their family, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous. Because people from the 1930s have been saying that we should be working 10-hour weeks because of automation and technology. Where has that gone? Because we haven't really shifted our thinking of, hey, instead of paying by the hour, let's pay by the task. Again, obviously, this doesn't fit every shoe size. Doctors and nurses are constantly needed, paramedics, things like that. I get that. For the rest of us just working average jobs, just give us a task list and then tell us to go home when we're done. Or if you want to stay and get some overtime, if you so choose, stay and come talk to the manager. I was hoping I didn't need to apply to another job, at least for another year or two. Because I'm going to be honest, I've been working on a side project while I was working. And I thought I was coming up with some pretty good ideas. But now I have to put that on hold because I need to find a job. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to go eat some food now because I haven't eaten all day. Thanks for watching. Please share the video if you do know anybody that can help me out with getting employment as soon as you can. I think I'll be okay for a month or two, and I know like the workforce is really bad, right? A lot of people have just up and quit their jobs because they're not wanting to work it anymore. I get that. But it's required of us to, it's required of me to do something about it because I need to pay my rent. I need to pay my bills. I need to feed myself. Now, I am of the mindset that money is just worthless. It's just a number, especially in today's day and age. But I live in the world. I live by the rules. And when I get treated unfairly, in my opinion, how am I supposed to live comfortably without that? So I understand it's really, really hard, but a job is a job. It shouldn't be, oh, you don't fit with the team. Okay, so I'm supposed to be here working, and I'm working. So I don't know. I think we're heading in a very wrong direction, and we have been for a very long time. But I have to live by the rules, and I'm gonna take the rules into my own hands, and I have to do what I have to do. So thank you for watching. If anyone out there wants to reach out to me, again, business email in the description and on my channel description. Please reach out. I have my resume ready. Thank you so much, and I'll keep you guys updated.